To Monday Night Rants on the Better Sports Network. What is going on, everybody? Somebody has a case of the Mondays. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And, well, Bob's your uncle. Rants on the Street with Thomas Stevens. Shout out to my producer, Tyler Heavy T. Soto. Boom. Yes, what is going on? Everybody, welcome to Monday Night Rants. The Monday Night Rants Super Duper Big Game Betting Show Extravaganza. That's right. Tonight, we are going over all the betting advice that matters. The coin toss, the national anthem length, the halftime show, and what color Gatorade will be poured upon the coach. That is right! Tonight, it's the Super Duper Big Game Betting Show Extravaganza. Tries that 3 times fast. Joining me as always will be the MNR, Monday Night Rants family here. Tyler Heavy T. Soto. And Thomas Stevens, of course, as we go over our favorite bets for the Swifty Bowl, as we call it here on Monday Night Rants. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. Coming up in about 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to go in all night. We're making a Le Mans of Super Bowl betting. We're also going to go over player props, who we think is going to win the game. And at the end, we are going to fill out one of those contests that you can do. And all these contests you see everywhere, free contests, free prop betting contest all over. We're going to fill one out for you based on majority rules of the 3 of us. And to help you out, try to win some money. Try to win some cash during the Swifty Bowl 58. Shout out. Big shout out, by the way, to Better Sports Network at Better Network at all your favorite social media platforms. That's where you can find myself. And now, of course, you can also find me on MondayNightRants.com. And also Heavy T and Thomas himself. Putting up our picks. Putting up our... Heavy T is working on a blog series of inept teams. That's going to be a lot of fun. Where we're literally going to have the worst teams in the history of sports ranked, and he's going to put a blog about why he hates them so much. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, I'll have my I'm already working on it, by the way. It'll be up soon. My first round mock draft for the NFL draft coming up. I've been doing a lot of research on it. Feel pretty confident on it. I'm going to hit a lot of them right. So looking forward to that for sure. I'll give a shout out to everybody who listened to me on Friday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific time on The Drew Show on New Rock 104 Talking Sports. That's right, every Friday morning, New Rock 104 on The Drew Show. Drew and Elliott, shout out. Talking sports. We got some bets going on, having a lot of fun. I'll be back this Friday as well, going over some of these bets for everybody there. And if you don't live in California and you're like, well, I don't get New Rock 104, Edward. No excuses, my friends. They have an app. New Rock 104 app. New Rock 104.1 app. You can listen in to your boy, my fellow ranters, Monday Night Rants. Over at MondayNightRants.com, I did have some bets for today at the Clippers and the Hawks. I've been living off the Hawks. They have the worst against the spread record in the NBA this season. It is absolutely terrible. And then last week, they went ahead and won 3 against the spread in a row. Whew, at home, too, which they've been even worse, which is crazy. Here we are. Third quarter, Clippers up by 2. I need them to win by 4. So, looking all right there. Clippers, by the way, best team in the NBA since December 1st, 25-5. One game out, they win tonight, a half game out of first place in the West. Interesting that this team is not being talked about as much as they should in the NBA. Also tonight, starting right now, the Kansas State game. I took Kansas to cover the spread. I'm high on Kansas this year. I think they're a Final Four team. So I know they're away. I know it's a rivalry game, but I have a good feeling about Kansas tonight. So go over to MondayNightRants.com. You can see my why and everything, and go ahead and play along with me. And by the way, I don't hide anything. All my winnings, everything, it's all there. You can see when I lose, I put a loss up in my column. When I win, I win. This is all for fun. I do make some money doing it too, but it's for fun. And also, I crushed UFC, man. Whew. Got all 3 right. The last 3 fights of the actual fight there on Friday. I had a good little Saturday. But man, are we missing sports? Let me tell you, we're really missing sports. Last night, for some reason, and I don't know why I was captivated by this, I was watching Andre Agassi, Steffi Graf, his wife, play pickleball against John McEnroe and Maria Sharapova. Why was I watching this? Why? Why? And what the heck's a kitchen? I still don't know what a kitchen is. John McEnroe can't step in the kitchen, but everyone else can? I don't get it. What the hell is pickleball? Why is it like the highest up-and-coming sport in America? I don't know. It's just ping pong played on a mini tennis court. I don't get it. Yet I was watching. I don't know. Oh, football. It's cool because we have NBA, the trade deadline. We'll talk about that later. Is this week. And we got playoffs coming. We got March Madness. Rolls right into baseball. We got baseball coming up. And the next thing you know, by May, it's already football season again. Best ball is already starting now. So we got the NFL draft. So it's not the end of the world. I just don't want to make pickleball a thing in my life. See? Throwing things around. All right. Let's get into the rant lines. A couple rant lines here before we bring in Heavy T first. And talk about, we'll argue a little bit probably about some things. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. That's what normally happens. Actually, we pretty agree on everything, really. He really disappointed me last week in his Toy Story trivia. I thought he would do a lot better. But if you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. Last week, Toy Story trivia, the unlicensed Toy Story trivia game we played. It was a lot of fun. Got a lot of feedback that was great on it, too. They want more. Toy Story trivia from Heavy T. So we may bring that back next week. We will see. More on that later. Jump into the rant lines. The first one. Here we go. Jesus. The Pro Bowl lames. What are we doing here? What was this? Last year, they debuted it. I was like, oh, this has promise. This has promise. Something can come from this. It got worse this year. Worse. First of all, I thought the best catch thing they did last year was cool. You did a video, and if you voted, then you got to go in the finals and actually do it live. Well, they didn't do that this year. They scrapped that. And Njoku didn't even make his catch in the video. It was lame. So Puka Nacua won for catching a ball while riding a wakeboard. But they didn't have the finals. That's the closest thing to a slam dunk competition you could have, NFL. Yeah, we're going to scrap it. All right. You get long snappers trying to literally play a carnival game. Trying to, without, snap a ball into tiny holes that nobody could hit. It was embarrassing. It was dumb. And you did this all on Thursday night. And then waited 2 days until the flag football game, which is way too long, by the way. And then did more skills in between. It was dumb. Last year you had a foundation, and I even said, hey, it was actually better than I thought. But this year it got worse. It got worse. How? And I get it. All the injuries and the people playing the Super Bowl. Why is Gardner Minshew playing? And he got benched. By the way, Gardner Minshew got benched in a flag football game. Gardner Minshew got benched in a Pro Bowl flag football game for CJ Stroud. Sucked. Yeah, it had drama at the end or whatnot, the fourth down, but ultimately I just thought it was just lame. It was better last year, and it just got worse. I want to see receivers making incredible catches. I don't want to see long slappers trying to throw a ball into a hole that's impossible to hit. I don't want to see it. The obstacle course was kind of cool, but they're running through a wall. That's a fake wall. I mean, I could do that. I can do that stuff. I can't catch a ball with one hand doing a flip. I can't slam dunk. I can't shoot a hockey puck 100 plus miles an hour. We want to see things that I can't do. I can play tug of war with my friends. I can do that. I can play dodgeball. I can play flag football. Can't slam dunk. Can't make more than 1-3, guarantee it. If you're doing skills, we want to see actual skills that we can't do as people. Maybe that's why I found it so lame. And I can get 5 people go play tug of war tomorrow. Silly. Didn't like it. It got worse this year. Was lame. Breaking news today. The Eagles are flying south to Brazil. This is it, people. This is the start of it. Next thing you know, the NFL is going to be all week long. Because the Eagles are hosting NFL's first ever game in Brazil. That's right, São Paulo. During not the middle of the season, no. The opening game of the season on a Friday, or the opening week, sorry. On a Friday night. So yes, now we have Friday night football in the NFL in Brazil. Trying to make it international, I get it. But home games are really important to teams nowadays, especially since we don't even have an even number of games. So every other year, you're playing more away games than you are home. It's very important. Look, you can look at the stats. Being at home is important. And the NFL's really disadvantaging some of these teams by throwing them all over the world. Even the Chiefs had a terrible, when they had to go to Germany and then they had to come back, like they had a terrible rest issue this year because of it. Like, it's not fair to do this. You got Friday in Brazil. They're going to come back and get ready. It's not. I understand you want to make it worldwide, but soccer is worldwide, yes, for the World Cup. Other than that, they all have domestic leagues that play domestically. But they got the Champions League. Yeah, but that doesn't happen every weekend. Stop it. Stop it. These people are already used to, like the NFL in Brazil, they know what the NFL is. They know how to wake up or whatever time later that the games are on, they know. And they watch if they want to watch. It's that easy. It's silly that here we are and we keep on doing it every day. All this. Now we're going to Brazil. Now it's like, stop. I'm kind of getting sick of it, to be honest. I don't want to see that anymore. This got even more ridiculous, and I just read this right before the show, so I had to add this. Too physical. That's right, too physical. All the coaching carousel, it's all done. It's all done, all said and done. And Mike Vrabel is out of a job. So is Bill Belichick. It's crazy. There's a rumor. Mike Vrabel's, and I quote, physical build a factor in not landing a head coach job, exec says. What? Wait, what? That is insane. A GM mentioned that his physical build, by the way, he has that Robert De Niro look too, right? Said, I had a GM at the Senior Bowl who mentioned to me Vrabel's physical build, that he's a very large human being and can be very intimidating to people in an organization that are going to be part of these decisions. And that is a factor. Are you stupid? You're playing football. You want to be intimidating. You want your coach to be intimidating. Are these owners and all that so soft? Owners are throwing beers at fans in the stadiums now. So soft that they don't want to hire Mike Vrabel because he's too physically Intimidating? That's crazy. I would take that any day. It's football. You want to be intimidating. Who said, what GM said this? I bet it's the Panthers GM. It has to be that little, I can't say the word on air, who is probably one of the worst owners in football. By the way, he's acted recently and the way he's made the decisions. Whew. Way to take Spanos' job on that. But holy crap. Mike Vrabel should have a job over Morris. Heavy T, when he comes on, I bet he would be glad to have Mike Vrabel as his coach over Raheem Morris. I would. Canaris would rather have Vrabel. New England Patriots would rather have Vrabel. A linebacker who's won 3 Super Bowls, who's been around the NFL, who's done really good things with Tennessee. Remember, he has a winning record and took them to the playoffs and had the number 1 seat not too long ago. I don't get it. I don't get it. I got to move quick. NBA trade deadline is this Thursday. More on that next week. I'll have Thomas Stevens on. We are going to discuss the trade deadline outcome, I guess, this Thursday, and who won, who lost. We'll have that. More NBA stuff as the Super Bowl winds down and the NFL season is over on Monday. So, more on that later. Really quick before we go and bring Heavy T on and start this debacle that will be the Super Duper betting show extravaganza. Big game betting show. Excited to announce that rumors today that look to be true are this. That's right. Of all the movies coming out this year, by the way, there are some stinkers. I'm a big movie guy. I don't bring it to my show a lot. Well, I know I just did a Toy Story game last week with Heavy T, but I'm a big movie guy. I can't be more excited that it's been announced that Deadpool 3 trailer. I'm looking more forward to this than anything else in the Super Bowl. I cannot wait to see the Deadpool 3 trailer. The Deadpool 3 trailer will be released during the Super Bowl. Wolverine is back. Logan, one of the best comic book movies of all time. Fight me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Plus, Heads, Tails. What's that going to be? Usher. I went down a rabbit hole on Usher. Absolute rabbit hole. I cannot wait to talk to the guys about it. Reba McEntire. I did my research. I went back in time. How many times she's actually sung the national anthem? By the way, it's a lot. And during football games. We're going to tell you how to bet that as well. Color of the Gatorade bath. We're going to tell you how to bet that as well. And then maybe, if we have time, some actual props. My wife says he has some good bangers. Yes, he does. Usher has some bangers. 100%. More on that later. But before we bring the guys on and before we do anything on the Super Duper Big Game Extravagant betting show, this. that guy? What on earth? That, my friends, is Ben Whitaker. And if you don't know who Ben Whitaker is, he is taking the boxing world by storm. Yes, it looks like he is taunting and he is led around. That's the way he fights. It's a lot of fun, and that video went viral over the weekend, and my goodness, the last move he makes where he just step back and goes, doink! Oh, my goodness. I love it. Boxing needs that. What is the ref doing stepping in and being like, no, you can't do your red. He can do whatever he wants. It's boxing. As long as he doesn't kick him in the nuts. Get out of here with that. Shout out to Ben Whitaker. All right, without further ado, let's bring on the gentlemen. There they are.
Yo.
Are you guys ready for the wait, Tyler just said bye.
There goes Heavy T.
Heavy T said, I'm out. He said, I don't want to do this anymore. He said, hold up. Ready for the super duper big game. Maybe it's to put a hat on or something. I don't know.
Oh, the headphones.
Oh, the headphones stopped working. Gotta get these. You gotta get the the
I know that's the real setup.
Good ones here. Yeah, you got to get the good ones. That's what it's all. That's what it's all about.
I just use the 2 ears.
Yeah, you don't even use headphones. I just go whatever I say. I go, man. I do it. I do it. That's what's up. Did you watch that Ben Whitaker video I just played with that guy?
Dude, I'm gonna. I don't know if it was the same for everybody else, but it was a gray screen.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was like, I was should have said something in the chat or something, but I don't know if it was a gray screen for everybody, but
that can't be good.
Yeah, no. I heard the audio though.
That's not good at all.
I know what you're talking about. So
yeah, did Heavy T's headphones have something to do with the gray screen of the video? I worked hard on that video, man. I gotta give props to the person that did it. I gotta upload the background, put up there. It was a gray screen.
But was it just him taunting?
Yeah. Heavy T, did you see the Ben Whitaker video?
I did. Also, first off, we're just gonna do this without headphones. You guys are coming through my computer speaker because my thing's.
Hey, Thomas Stevens been doing that for a year and a half, man. He's got to get.
Edward was. I don't know what just happened. Edward was mid sentence and they just died, and I'm like, that's weird.
Shout out to Apple.
No, they're not even Apple. They're just normal wired headphones, which is even weirder.
They're wired too. I was gonna say they're wireless. That makes sense, but wired.
Yeah, no, they're just these wired headphones and they just die.
Where did you get them from? This is going down a rabbit hole already before we even get to
so this is a fun little story real quick. First off, let me get to the video real quick. First off, I did see the video. The little bop on the back of his head is absolutely hilarious. That's so funny.
I thought the last move was the best. The last move was the best.
Second, the headphones I got technically stolen. Technically. So I was
saying this on a live show.
Let me explain. Okay. So I was delivering Amazon packages for a while.
Oh god, this is not getting better.
Yeah, they have that Amazon Flex thing where you could just, drop off packages at people's houses or whatever, right? So I did my route. I did all, I dropped off all the boxes, whatever. I did everything. So my mom borrows my car the next day and she comes back and she says, hey, there's an Amazon package in your back seat. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, there's just one hiding there in your back seat. And I look at it and it's already been a day late. They already refunded the person. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just keeping this. And it was a pair of headphones. So I was like, okay, cool.
You know what? You saved those people because right now at this time, they would have been listening through those headphones. They would have just stopped.
Yeah. I did them
in a way
a favor.
It's funny how things work.
You paid it forward, right?
Yeah. Look, I was brought down to deliver their package by the good Lord, and he did not deliver, and I didn't deliver. So it works out in everybody's favor.
Yes, it all worked out in the end. Okay, are you ready for the super duper big game betting show extravaganza for the Swifty Bowl?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. By the way, Thomas, I did mention we will be doing the outcome or the what we think of the NBA trade deadline next Monday night.
For sure.
So I just got to get through NBA as quick as possible. Go Clippers right now, by the way. Let's go.
Oh, actually, if we are going to do a betting extravaganza, I should probably have my FanDuel hat on just to make sure that we're good to go.
If you don't know, all these odds are courtesy of FanDuel. No, that's where Heavy T works when he's not
it's
yelling
true.
at people here or giving us Toy Story trivia knowledge.
It's true. You can never say I'm not a man of the company. I'm not a company man.
There you go. I'm actually rocking a Monday Night Rants hat here too. So
Oh, there you go.
company
We're all
man.
company people. So
I'm nowhere
Thomas,
near the sporting world. But
Yeah, up your hat game, dude. I don't know what you're doing.
it's Young LA. Shout out Young LA.
I missed the Bass Pro Shops hat. I think that was my favorite one you've ever brought to the show. That one was fun.
Yep.
I was like, wait, we're not talking NASCAR tonight. What's going on? All right, let's jump into it. Here's how it's going to go down, fellas. We are going to go over the coin toss, the national anthem, the halftime show, and the bangers of Usher. The Gatorade bath. Then we're going to actually talk about the game a little bit. And then I have a downloadable prop sheet that we're going to fill out together, majority rules, to help everybody at home with their Swifty Bowl prop contest out there. How does that sound?
Good.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right. Let's start with the coin toss. I have all the stats. Again, rabbit hole. And I mean, I went down a rabbit hole. So do you want me to go first, or do you guys want to go first?
Go ahead. I want to hear the rabbit hole.
All right, here's the rabbit hole. I'll run this one. The Super Bowl coin. It's not your typical heads and tails quarter. It used to be. But no, not anymore. 1994, Highland Mint started making the Super Bowl coin, right? Which is like a gold coin. You can buy one if you want. It's like numbered too. It costs way too much money. It's kind of stupid. Unless your team's the Super Bowl. I guess it's kind of cool. But what if you buy it and then they lose? That kind of sucks, dude. But it used to be just a normal coin, heads or tails. But until that. Overall, in the history of coin toss, 26 times heads, 29 times tails. Pretty close. But since the Highland Mint coin in 1994, by the way, Dallas and Buffalo were in that Super Bowl. Swifty Bowl. Wait, that wasn't a Swifty Bowl. She wasn't even alive back then. 18 tails, 11 heads. Tails is kind of, there it is. Now, it's an even bet here. 110. So I gave you my stats. I'm going to go last now. Thomas, you go first. Is this going to be heads or tails?
Well, I'm a tails guy. I'm always a tails guy. Regardless of what, I never usually choose heads. So
I'm so going to make that a button.
So I'm going tails, man. I'm, like I said, since elementary school, whenever I flip a coin, I go tails. So.
Okay. All right. Heavy T.
It's very simple, man. Tails never fails.
Damn right.
Very, very simple.
Fair. I'm going heads. Even though I gave you all those stats and everything, the last 6 Super Bowls is tied exactly even. 50-50. Heads is making a comeback. Heads is making a comeback on Sunday. I'm going heads. I'm going against the stats. I'm going against everything. I'm going contrarian.
Going with heads, huh?
And it's saying heads is making a comeback, which means people, I'm not gonna have a vote in the sheet we do later because obviously majority rules here, but I'm going heads just because contrarian, and I think heads makes a comeback. So,
that's good for you, but just know that you are wrong.
Tails never fails. I love that.
Tails never fails.
Tails never fails, and Thomas is a fan of tails.
Oh yeah.
Look, man, tails never fails, and heads means you're dead. So.
That's awesome.
Wow. All right. I guess moving on here. I'm supposed to move these captions along, but we did here. Let me just show you this one real quick. By the way, this is such a professional show. Coin toss, head or tails. They said tails. I said head. We're moving on. Heads, plural, by the way. The national anthem, Reba McEntire. All right. I went down a rabbit hole on this as well. Reba McEntire. She has sung the national anthem before many of times at sporting events. She is a national icon, a treasure, a legend, if you will, in the country music world. 90.5 seconds is the over and under. The last time she sang a national anthem at a football game was at a Chargers game, ironically enough, and it was exactly 90 seconds. However, 90 seconds or less has never been done in Super Bowl history by anybody ever. However, Reba McEntire is one of the fastest national anthem singers I've ever heard because she also has 123, 120, and a 118. But these are all 10 plus years ago. She's a lot older now. I don't know if she has the energy to belt them out as fast as she can. I am comfortable and 100%. I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm saying over. Get it? Well, you can. Over 90.5 seconds. Gentlemen?
Heavy to you, go. Run it.
Yeah, I'd probably agree over. This is the Super Bowl, man. Everybody's watching. You want all the attention. Keep the limelight on you. I honestly don't think I've ever heard national anthem rendition at the Super Bowl under 2 minutes. 90 seconds is an insanely short amount of time.
That is not true, my friend. Mickey Guyton, 2022, 152. Demi Lovato, 149.
149. That is so fast.
Kelly Clarkson did it in 134.
Was she just rapping? What's she doing, bro?
Kelly Clarkson did it in 134.
I mean, that's good for all of them. You know what that is? That's not 90 seconds.
The fastest ever was Billy Joel at 131. Just over.
Yeah, over's a lock.
Over's a lock.
It's a lock. Get it. It's already moved. It was 50-50. I'm not going to lie. And now it is totally moved. Wait, the overs now, you can get it at your work of place there, FanDuel.com for plus 102 right now. Over.
Plus 1.
Take it.
And the under has moved from 50-50 to minus 128. Do they know something we don't?
As a FanDuel employee, we are giving you free money.
I was about to say, dude. Hammer plus 105.
It was 50-50 when I did this on the Drew Show on Friday, but now it's moved to under being that.
That's fine. Make the public think it's the under.
Take the over, and I'll tell you what. Honestly, personally, it doesn't matter to me what you bet. It goes in my paycheck the same. But take the over. Take my advice. Take the over.
I'm going with over as well, and I think, Thomas, you are on the same page there.
For sure. Once you named all the Super Bowl times, it officially.
Yeah.
Billy Joel was the closest.
Yeah,
and that's Billy Joel, and he does sing fast. He's playing piano. He's like, so
and that was still over. Yeah,
bring us the national anthem. It's Swifty Bowl. Bring us the game tonight. Right? Is that how it goes?
That's definitely not how it goes. But
yeah. All right, this one's gonna take a long time because you want to talk about rabbit holes. I went down a rabbit hole, y'all. I am now, and I've never been a Usher fan. You know why? I didn't recognize this man's game. Usher got game, bro. He got game, man.
How dare you?
Bangers.
How dare you not recognize the ultimate banger that is Confessions Part 2? How dare you?
Dude, I didn't know. I'm like, wait, I've heard this song. I like this song. I've heard this song. That's Usher?
Confessions.
That's Usher?
I'll be real. I will die on the Confessions Hill as being one of the best songs of the mid 2000s. That song is an absolute banger.
I've ever since I went down this rabbit hole last Thursday night, I have done nothing but sing OMG every morning I've woken up in my head.
Okay. If we're talking about what song he opens up with,
well, I have a list. We're gonna get there.
Okay.
We're gonna get there. First, we got to talk about number of songs. I think this is a no-brainer. This is also a guaranteed over. Last year, Rihanna did 12. Dr. Dre and Homies did 10. It's 8.5.
Over, for sure.
8.5.
Over.
Minus 125. It's even on FanDuel. Minus 125. 8.5. Over. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs that are minus odds just to be played.
Mm-hmm. Over for sure.
Over 8.5.
I'm gonna say over, but it's barely over. It's like 9 because some of his songs are slower. Some of his songs are a little slower.
That's very true. They are for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
if
bro, have you ever heard the
forever.
slow beat of "Love in This Club," dude? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, I have recently, and I have heard it all my life. Just never knew that it was Usher. I guess this is a problem. I just never knew. By the way, Love in the Club, minus 111, just to be played there. Confessions Part 2, minus 200.
So
yes,
actually,
there's no way he doesn't play that.
So first off, yeah, he has to play Confessions. Second, Love in This Club will be played because you know what there's a lot of in Vegas? Clubs.
Love in the Club.
There's a club in the freaking stadium. It's
It's
the
true.
Win Club right there.
And I guarantee
Yeah.
you there's been some love in there.
What's the most favorited song? Yeah.
Minus
Yeah, or-
100,000
For yeah.
for yeah.
Yeah.
Figured. Yeah.
It's also the favorite to be the opening song, but I don't think it's going to be the
I
opening
don't think
song.
it's
And
that
I'll
either.
explain why later. So songs just to be played. When I look at these minus, and here are all the minus favorites. Yeah. DJ Got Us Falling in Love. Shout out Pipple. OMG. You Make Me Wanna. Caught Up. Good. My Boo. Confessions Part 2. My Way.
My boo's
Love
fire.
in This Club. And Her Daddy, a.k.a. Daddy's Home. Now, I look at this and it says, You Got It Bad is plus 350. You Got It Bad. That was like one of his first humongous hits. You got Chili from TLC in the video. We're on whatever that show, True Request Live, TRL on MTV. Hey, that song was huge. Is he not going to play You Got It Bad? That's a classic. At plus 350?
I'd take it at plus 350.
Yeah. Heavy T, you think he plays You Got It Bad?
Just because it's plus 350, though. To be honest.
And that's like
I
one of his
don't
first
know.
biggest hits. Like he
No,
that
yeah.
made huge.
He's got so many hits. And then here's the other thing too, is that I think one thing you have to account for is that everybody nowadays brings somebody else.
No, yeah, we're getting to that.
And that person, whoever it may be, will sing one or two of their own songs. So I'm gonna say You Got It Bad doesn't get on there. However, I'm actually pretty surprised, unless I misheard. I have not heard I Don't Mind mentioned.
Yeah,
that song-
I'm waiting.
That's a
waiting
banger
for
of a
mine.
song.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good
I'm
one.
waiting.
Wait, it's I Don't Mind. What is it called?
100% that song has to be 100.
Literally
That's
called
my
I Don't Mind.
I'm
Like
gonna
that
be quiet,
has to
though.
be played.
That's not even on the listing I have here.
Oh,
Oh, bro, Hammer plus 1,000 plus.
Bro,
2,000, I
if
don't
we're not-
care. Like,
if that's not on the list, then this halftime show is
Yeah,
gonna suck, dude. It's
100%.
null and void.
no, that was such a goated song.
That has to
absolutely
be-
hit every club there was.
Just
Like,
because you dance on the pole, don't make you a hoe.
Is there
Oh,
another
Daddy, I don't
another
mind.
name of it that I'm not seeing? It's not on the list.
Nah, it's I Don't Mind, and it's
Juicy J, I think.
who's
the,
Juicy J. It's Juicy J.
Yeah.
Okay.
Juicy J
Well,
also has a
if
little
there are
couple-
odds for that and it's plus whatever, then yeah, you put the money on the board, baby, because that I'm with you guys in there. It's not on here.
That's
The lowest one I have here is plus 900 for Think of You, which was also a hit. So,
over.
I just-
Mine is crazy.
but okay,
Yeah.
so a lot
If
of
you work
speculation
until
is
3,
out.
at least you coming home with me,
With
dog.
me, man. Damn
Hey,
right.
bangers, dude, bangers.
Maybe it's a little too much for the the Swiftie pool.
I think it's a
However,
perfect Vegas
odds-
vibe, too.
Some odds have moved here for guest appearances, and this has a lot to do with how I'm playing the first song as well. Because I don't think he comes out with the guest; it's just going to be himself. Alicia Keys was once 175 when it first opened last week. It's now moved to minus 550 for coming out and singing "My Boo" with Usher. Post Malone was not even on the board; has moved all the way up, and this is FanDuel odds, by the way, to minus 340. Post
Why?
Malone. Ludacris minus 280, and Little John, who was at was actually at plus 101 last week,
Yeah.
has moved all the way up to minus
He's definitely
172. That's a guarantee.
Hey, what about
he's
Will I
gonna-
Am?
Will I Am is plus 225. More on that in a little bit. I think 100% Lil Jon is there. I think he does like one of his slow jams, and it starts to calm down, and the lights go dim, and all of a sudden the lights
Here,
come
yeah.
on, and it's Lil Jon, and he's going, yeah, and then it just goes into that, and next thing you know, we're doing yeah, baby, with the whole thing. I think that's a guarantee. I think Lil Jon and Alicia Keys, the way this line has moved to minus 550, I'm not going to bet on it now, but I think it's worth to note that she'll probably be there as well, playing My Boo, which My Boo is not my favorite song by Usher, but that'll be on there. And then Post Malone, what song did he do with Usher?
That's where I was confused. I don't know why Post Malone would be an option. There's no song with Post Malone.
But he moved all the way up from not even ranked or not even on the board to minus 340,
Are they
which means they
friends?
know something. So obviously things come out. performances. People are there and they know what's happening, and so that happened.
Okay, so I looked it up. Apparently, Post Malone has done some songs with Usher.
Really?
Which one?
Is it Post Malone's albums? Not Usher?
I think 2 of them are Post Malone's albums. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
But here's an interesting tidbit. So he's also done a song that has, so it's neither one of their songs. It's Usher and Post Malone, and it's on a Chris Brown song. Does Chris Brown show up?
Ooh, let me see.
That could be interesting.
Let me check the board. Chris Brown is not listed.
He's got New Flame with Chris Brown. He's got a couple with Chris Brown.
Madonna is listed. Miley Cyrus is listed, which is weird. Beyonce, Jay-Z,
Gross.
DJ Khaled. By the way, I could have a whole show, and I mean a whole show, and you guys may want to join me for this. I would just go off on that. DJ Khaled is the worst. The dude does nothing.
No, I disagree.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Dude, I need DJ Khaled to just come out just for 2 seconds,
dude,
and just get on the mic and say, "We the best."
Yeah, that's all he does.
Leave.
Yeah. I went down a rabbit hole, and you look up his lyrics for every song. It's literally, here's a DJ Khaled song, okay? We're the best. Another one.
I like
DJ Khaled, and then he literally goes, "Off to you, take the song away," and that's it.
I need this dude to come out on the mic and just say "Major Key Alert" and then leave, dude.
That's all he does.
Hilarious.
And then if you watch his music videos, the actual performers doing everything, and he's just in the background, like, and then he'll like ride a quad with a girl in a bikini, and then he's like,
"Hell yeah, dude."
That's all he does. I don't get it.
Dude,
he knows
DJ Khaled
with a prince. He's like rich and famous. It's crazy.
DJ Khaled is an inspiration for bigger men like me everywhere. Dude.
Is he even a
really
DJ?
Is.
Does he actually DJ?
Yeah.
Don't you question DJ Khaled, bro? What are you doing right now?
He says 3 things in every song, gives it away to a real artist, and that's
it. Don't matter because
and
you know why
the dude
it
has
matter?
11 albums.
You know why it doesn't matter? Because we the best, dude. That's why it don't matter.
Another one. All right. DJ Khaled plus 880, by the way, to be at the halftime show. We're not going that. Unless he comes out, it just comes out. DJ Khaled and leaves. He could. That's what he's known for. Where were we? We went on a tangent. All right, first song played. We talked about some of the people that could join. First song played. Because I'm so high on Lil Jon coming and showing up, I don't think they're going to open it with Lil Jon and Usher. I think Usher wants to come out by himself. I think the best song could possibly open. And by the way, when this prop opened on FanDuel last week at 400, then by Friday it was down to 330, and now it's all the way down to plus 145. It's the biggest moving song to open in the last 4 days. It's OMG.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Comes
song.
out with OMG. It was and then My Way was favored ahead of time too, but now OMG has literally come out as like the favorite.
Because you want when you come out, you need a song that's going to hype up the crowd.
Even that music video hypes me up too.
Yeah, the only 2 songs he has that would hype somebody up that everybody knows is "Oh My God" and "Yeah." And "Yeah," you probably say for like in the middle or towards the end.
Towards the end,
"Oh My God,"
you bring out Lil Jon and you hype him.
Yeah, no, he's coming out with "Oh My God." He has to.
And you can still get it at plus 145 on FanDuel right now. So go get it. Get it now. It was I got it at 3:30 on Friday when I was on the Drew Show. So I'm happy now. Plus 145. It's going. So right. That's the dude. Going down that rabbit hole. OMG. Oh my God. Woo. It's a banger. Usher has some bangers, man.
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying.
All right, real quick before we go and move on to Gatorade. Thomas, what is your favorite Usher song?
Well, the opener, I definitely think, like you said, it's got to be "Oh My God" for sure. Or I honestly,
DJ Got Us Fall in
Love is a real interesting one for me too. I could totally see Pitbull. I mean, like, just you started off strong.
Ooh, you make me want it too.
I don't know, man, but I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, I don't mind. Like, it's huge. It is huge. Like, that is, I mean, we love, like, that was my song growing up, dude. Like 2012, 2013, like that was huge, man. And so I'm not saying it's an opener because I do agree that it needs to be a little more upbeat. But, dude, imagine, like, the lights down, right? Like, Usher, baby, right? Boom, into it. This for the A. Goes in, dude. And then you hear I Don't Mind. It's just, it could be I think I Don't Mind is interesting, man. It's hella interesting. Like, and I don't even think you can get odds on that. You're probably at, like, plus
there's no odds.
10,000.
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it at all.
I don't
That's
know.
a disgrace. Honestly, dude, that's a disgrace.
I can see Thomas having a girl, like making some dinner for a girl. Put on some I don't mind. He's planning it out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
on his dating profile, a good night of spaghetti and I don't mind by Usher.
Right, like the best line in the song. How could I ever trip about it when I met you in the club? Beautiful, dude. Beautiful poetry in motion.
Poetry. As the great poet Usher once said.
Dude, poetry in the streets, dude. This is beautiful.
Yeah, right.
You know he didn't even write that song either. He's just saying it.
Hey, that's not for you to judge, bro. That ain't for you to judge. Come on, dog.
All right. What's your favorite? So obviously he just said he wants I don't mind is probably Thomas.
I mean, my favorite, like, you got to go with, like, yeah is amazing. Every time you hear that, I get hyped.
Yeah is good.
But I mean, I don't mind is like, bro, that's top. That's top.
I don't mind is good, but dude, Confessions is like,
I think
Confessions is fire.
Like if we're talking
a Confessions guy,
if we're talking mid 2000s songs, any genre, Confessions Part 2 is like God tier.
Yeah,
it's way up there.
That is
just
plus
the opening,
1,800 to open.
Just the opening of that video where he's like, "Nah, for real, don't play like that," and then he's freaking out. Oh, it's so good, dude. So good.
I miss those early 90s, 2000s videos where they had skits ahead of time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like those
videos suck nowadays.
Yeah. Remember the box? I don't think you, Thomas, you're old enough to remember the box, but maybe you do, Heavy T. The box, which is on like normal television when you have to have an antenna.
Oh, yeah.
And you would call in and request for free, and they would play it, and they're just music videos all day. The box. That's some old school stuff. Thomas, before you were just...
I'm glad I missed out on that one. That doesn't sound...
Nah, you would have loved it.
All.
I just love how...
I'll just go to YouTube and watch the video. That's it.
I just love
how... We didn't have all that. We didn't have YouTube. We had the box.
I just love how when Usher got that call about having his side chick having a kid, he's like, I bet, but let me just make an anthem for all of America real quick. Like, it's so good.
Anybody go through this?
Remember, Usher found Justin Bieber too, right? He's also listed here as plus 450 to show up. Yeah, Usher.
I think it was Usher. Yeah.
Was it Usher?
No. I think it was Usher. I'm pretty sure it was Usher.
It was Usher.
Was in his like first song, like Baby or whatever it was. He was in his song.
Let's
That is true.
Yeah,
forgot about that.
Let's talk about some. Let's talk about some electrolytes, shall we?
Let's do it.
Gatorade bath. The winning coach. Best odds, purple, which was last year's. Plus 225. Blue. Plus 275. Did I miss the... I didn't change the halftime show, did I? We were still on Reba McEntire.
Oh, no, it was still on Reba McEntire. It was still way
back. You can't do everything at one time, man. It's hard. I'll whatever. Put on Gatorade. Here. I made all these. I'm not even using them. There you go. Purple to plus 225, blue plus 275, yellow, green, lime, all the same color apparently, plus 450, orange plus 550, red, pink plus 450, clear water plus 1,000, and no Gatorade bath plus 4,000.
There's a Gatorade bath.
Yeah, there's a Gatorade bath.
Yeah.
Heavy team. Kidding me? Andy Reid's nickname is the Walrus. You're not getting the Walrus wet. Like, come on, dude. What are we doing here?
Also, take out that
Walrus.
I don't want to hear the clear. That's you get that out.
Clear has been done, but by the way, in Super Bowl 51, the New England Patriots, no Gatorade bath for Bill Belichick.
No, well, yeah, I ain't shit.
How? Look, like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real honest for a second. How dare you mention that? How dare you mention that Super Bowl specifically?
I'm just saying the last time there was something. Yeah, you guys just said
on the 7th anniversary.
He just posted it earlier too.
On the 7th anniversary of the last time I was ever remotely happy. How dare you mention that today?
You guys said there has to be a Gatorade bath, and I was giving you the stats of the last time. Also, Super Bowl 49. I'm sorry, 47, no Gatorade bath as well with John Harbaugh and the Ravens.
So weird. That's
the Blackout Bowl. And then clear with 5 straight years from Super Bowl 38 to 42. So there you go. See, there's other stats here. I'm just giving the stats.
Clear
sucks. I'm not trying to get into your head. Clear's terrible. Ice cold water. I can do that at home.
I think the only way no water happens is it has to be a last second win. where everybody just
boom,
runs
boom,
onto the field to the point.
You mean like a comeback from behind overtime win?
Sony Michelle.
One more word out of you, and I will hit the log off button.
Fair enough.
Oh man.
Fair enough. Heavy two, what color you got?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm torn between blue and purple. I think I'm gonna go blue. However, if you are curious, my favorite flavor is definitely green.
Fire.
Green. What?
Good flavor.
Green or the lemon lime one, whatever. The green, yellow, whatever.
Yellow. Green is
okay,
like
fine.
cucumber, watermelon. It's terrible. Yellow.
Okay, well, the yellow.
Yeah,
no, yellow lemon
Yellow's
lime is
fire.
undefeated.
I knew what you meant though.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thomas.
Also, while we're on the topic of Gatorade, real quick, I don't know what it is. Don't get me wrong. The bottled Gatorade tastes good. The bigger bottles, they taste cool.
I know where you're going with this too.
Even the gallon ones taste all right, bro. There's something about the twist offs, man. The twist off and the squeeze one, that thing is goated.
Yeah,
absolutely good. It tastes different,
so
dude.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know.
It tastes
you don't
different.
want to get into like too many details because it might get a little weird.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. When it comes,
Oh no, I want to get into the details. I want to get into the details.
Bro, you want
we
details? I'll be honest, dude. I love drinking from the nipple, man. It's great. The twist off nipple in the Gatorade bottle, it's amazing, dude.
That shit tastes better.
Josh Gillum in the chat says the best Gatorade is Riptide Rush, light purple.
That was actually not bad.
Does that one come in a twist off nipple bottle?
Potentially. I will have to look.
I feel like a lot of the twist offs are only like the OGs, like the OG flavors,
like fruit punch, lemon lime.
Yeah, like the blue, cool blue, like something like that. Yeah.
Oh, cool blue. What flavor is that, by the way? Just cool blue.
Like I'll be real. I have an empty one right here, nipple bottle right there, dude. Like it's goated.
I'll fill it up with water and use it.
Dude, that's exactly what I did, dude. I started filling it up with like water, and then like if I was having milk that morning, I'm like, oh, let me put some milk in this.
Yeah, put some.
No.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Everything tastes better when it comes through the nipple, bro. I'm gonna be real.
When it comes through the Gatorade nipple bottle.
That's funny.
Yes, if you want to clarify that, yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, there's other bottles that have that. Like Powerade has.
Something about the Gatorade one. They know what they're doing.
No, the Gatorade one's undefeated, bro.
You got nipple bottle people in the chat.
They're right. I'm telling you, that's a big take right there, dude. A lot of people agree with that.
We are going nipple bottle crazy here. Tell us in the chat. Is apparently Gatorade out of the nipple bottle is better. There's something about it that's better than normal Gatorade out of the 32.
Hey, shout out to my fellow nipple lovers right there, bro. This show has completely gone off the rails at this point.
Doing? I'm a very superstitious type of guy. I believe people in sports are very superstitious. The last time these two teams played, and they did just play recently in a Swiftie Bowl, although it wasn't the Swiftie Bowl back then, as Travis Kelce was dating somebody else. Kansas City won, and the Gatorade was orange. And it's plus 550 odds right now. And I think because superstitious, hey, what was our Gatorade color the last time we played this team? And blah, blah, blah. It was orange. Fill them up with orange.
Yep.
I'm going with orange.
I'm 100%. I was going to go with orange too.
Orange Gatorade out of a nipple bottle. Boom. Put on the board. You think someone like says like there's a giant tub, like the big Gatorade tub, and somebody's job is like, hey, no, man, the nipple Gatorade tastes better. He has to take all the nipple Gatorades and squirt them into the tub at a time.
If I was Patrick Mahomes and I was the leader of that team, give me the nipple bottle. Give me the nipple bottle. I get what I want.
I'm saying.
I just can't believe the love for nipple bottles. This is crazy. I'm
telling you, that is a big take.
I'm a big cup guy. Like I like to pour everything into a giant cup and just drink it from a cup.
I don't like. I feel like it tastes a little different once I take it out and do it all.
Hey, I'll be real. Who puts things in cups anymore, dude? Who does that?
I'm almost 40. Give me a break.
Old head, dude. Old head over here.
Who just found Usher for the first time. Nipple bottles. Wow. Okay. I think we should do a blind Gatorade nipple bottle taste test.
I'm down.
I'm down, dude. Bro, I know that taste of the fruit punch one like the back of my hand, bro.
That's childhood.
Yeah, childhood.
That's childhood. Okay. Let's talk about the actual game.
Yeah.
Oh man. We'll go over the props. We'll go over the spread. We'll go over who we think is going to win. Let's go over some quick player props that we like, that you may like. I have one that I'm in love with, absolutely in love with, and that is Brandon Ayuk. And I think this over, you know me, I'm an under guy. You're a nipple guy, I'm an under guy. We're getting canceled. My favorite prop of the whole night is actually Brandon Ayuk for longest reception over 24.5 yards. So all he needs is one catch,
a fair bet,
over 24.5. And right now it's even odds at FanDuel minus 105 for over. I'm taking that every day, all day. That's my favorite prop of the entire game. Do you guys have any favorite props that you like in this one?
I mean, you could call it a favorite because it's an absolute lock. Both running backs, being McCaffrey and Pacheco, score anytime TD scores. Both of them.
Let's look at those right now.
I like that. I like both of those.
McCaffrey is literally minus 210 to score a touchdown. That is no value there, but it's almost guaranteed, right? That's crazy. I'm looking for Pacheco. I don't see him in this list. He's off right now, so they must be updating the odds.
So if you pair them both together, so I put them both on FanDuel real quick. If you pair them both together, if you parlay them, it comes out to plus 164, so it's plus money.
Ooh, I like that then. Yeah, I'd be willing to do something like that for sure.
Yeah, McCaffrey's minus 220 on FanDuel, Pacheco's minus 130. But if you parlay them, it comes out to plus 164.
I like that. I like that a lot. What do you guys think of the quarterbacks in this game? Purdy, who actually had the better season than Mahomes, believe it or not. And some of these props here. Let's talk passing yards for these two. 244.5 for Brock Purdy, 259.5 for Patrick Mahomes. Both pretty relatively close there. The over is being taken a lot on both. Do you guys think one of these guys goes under, over? We just talked about how we like rushing touchdowns. Do you think it's going to be more of a rushing game? I know the 49ers do have kind of a rushing issue defensively recently with Aaron Jones and Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery going right down their throat in those two first halves. You guys like the overs on the quarterbacks or the unders on the passing yard?
I mean, I think that with Purdy, it's interesting. I'm more on pass attempts, to be honest with you, more than I am yards and stuff like that. I don't know how Kansas City's defense is going to hold up in the passing game. It's interesting, but I do think he does go over just because it's the Super Bowl.
The Swifty Bowl. This is Swifty Bowl.
The Swifty Bowl. There you go. But I would stay away. Honestly, I don't like that. I don't
like it either. I'm not even touching the yards. I'll be honest.
For both quarterbacks, to be honest, man.
Passing attempts is 31.5 and 36.5 for Mahomes.
I like the 31.5 for Brock Purdy passing.
Yeah, I kind of like that too over the Mahomes 36.5.
But I will say I kind of like Mahomes passing yards better than Purdy because the Niners' weakness is the passing defense. So if you do get that, then maybe. But Pacheco went off last Super Bowl, man, and so I don't know.
The Chiefs are weird, right? And like the last time that these two teams played, was it Damian Williams or one of the D Williams they had on their team like went off in that game and literally should have won the MVP over Mahomes. I'm not gonna lie, he had like 2 touchdowns, 150 total yards, and should have won the MVP. And so they always do weird things, and even last year was kind of odd too. So I kind of.
And you shouting out the the Niners run defense really fast. Like I watched the highlight tape on Chase Young the last 2 games. Oh my God. I mean, like I no wonder they gave him away from nothing. I mean, he is awesome, man. Like the reads are terrible. He's going in when he should be going out. I mean, it's horrible. So if the Chiefs run it down right to Chase Young, he might go for freaking 200 yards. I don't know.
What is the rushing yards? Let's go to the rushing yards here. Isaiah Pacheco, that's receiving yards. I failed you, my fellow ranters. Pacheco is 65.5. McCaffrey 91.5. I like the under on McCaffrey on rushing yards and the over on Pacheco at 65.
I like that over on Pacheco a lot.
I like the 91.5 for McCaffrey. 91.5. This Chiefs defense literally held the Ravens to like no rushing yards, and they were the best rushing team in the NFL.
I gotta argue that a little bit because the Ravens did not run the ball at all like they were supposed to.
They completely went off their game script.
Yeah, I don't know what that game plan was. It was awful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, the Chiefs do have a good run defense. The Niners have one of the best offensive lines in the league.
It's true.
All you have to do, honestly, in my opinion,
run behind.
All you
Trent
have to
Williams.
do is double Trent or double Chris Jones, and you'll have wide open running lanes.
All right.
That's all you got to do.
I'm taking the under Christian McCaffrey at 91.5. If it was like 75.5, I'd take the over. But 91.5, that's really high for me.
I would take
that's
the
not
over.
Total yards. That's rushing yards only.
I would. Okay, here's my other lock. I'm going to take the over on his rushing yards, and I'm actually going to say Christian McCaffrey Super Bowl MVP.
I could see that.
Ooh.
For sure, could see that.
In the chat, we got a Purdy prop. Purdy prop! Which will happen first? Touchdown pass minus 230, interception plus 190. Props like Purdy. Yeah, wow.
Which one's happening first?
Yeah, so either you could put minus 230 that he throws a touchdown pass or plus 190 that he throws an interception.
Dude, I'd go with the pick. I go with the pick.
Too.
Honestly, I go with the pick, man. I think they get down there with McCaffrey. They punch it in with McCaffrey. They do something else.
First of all, I'm not betting anything that's minus 230.
Yeah,
there's just no value in that.
No value there. I hate people that do that.
Yeah, I'm taking the pick.
I do. I will say though, back to the first one, Isaiah Pacheco though, if that is at 64.5 or whatever,
65.5, I'm taking the over.
I really like that prop.
I think he has a big game, and even last year, didn't it like Clyde Edwards? No, Pacheco had a big game in Super Bowl.
Pacheco went off in the Super Bowl last year,
and the year before that, or last time was the Damian Williams. They used the running backs in the big game here.
Mm-hmm. It's also
I like Pacheco over.
You know, all the public's going to be on Mahomes. They're
what
is
MVP odds for
Rice a little bit? Pacheco can completely go under the radar.
Do we have MVP odds? There they are. McCaffrey plus 450 for McCaffrey to win the MVP of the Super Bowl, the Swifty Bowl. Sorry.
Is he the favorite though? Who's
no,
Mahomes?
Mahomes and then Purdy. It's a quarterback's league.
Purdy?
Man. It's a quarterback's lead. It's a quarterback's lead.
Over Purdy. I will. I swear to God, I would. In the Super Bowl, the best game of the season, give it to your best player.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there. Heavy T, who wins the game and why?
I'm going to take San Francisco to win based on defense and also on the fact Kansas City, besides Kelsey, their receivers have looked awful.
Rashid
for
Rice.
The postseason.
The last has really come on though. You got to give him some props. I do
give
like
him
his
some
over,
props,
actually,
but like
receptions.
In the biggest game of the year, all you're going to really have to do is maybe just double Kelsey. You can leave one of these wide receivers open, and it's not even a guarantee that they're going to catch it because they just drop balls like it's nobody's business.
Well, Sir Mick drops a lot. Caught the biggest ball of the season against the Ravens to end the game.
I did see that. Valdez Scantling. Okay, every squirrel finds a nut once in a while. Congratulations.
The other guy who drops the ball, he's not even on the roster no more. They got rid of that guy. Kadarius Toney is freaking.
Yeah, which I think he is in Vegas. I know they took him like off the injury report.
Yeah.
So I think he's in Vegas for the game. If it comes down to him and this dude drops a ball, oh my God.
But first of all, that guy can't even run a route past 5 yards. He's always dropping. That's great.
Dude, last year he was big for them in the Super Bowl too. That's what sucks. Like he had that big punt return that got him down to like the 10.
Yeah.
He got in the end zone. It was interesting, man.
So Heavy T, you're taking Tony. There's so many Tony jokes out there. Heavy T, you're taking the 49ers. Are you taking them to beat the spread, which is currently at -2?
Yeah, I'm seeing it at 2.5. I think they cover it. I think they win by at least a field goal.
That's FanDuel odds. You can get as low as 1.5 actually over on BetMGM.
I would take that a bit.
I like that better. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. But we are a FanDuel place here now, so we gotta support.
We
gotta support the we gotta support the FanDuel. So -2.5 at FanDuel right now, but you get better odds at -105. So if they do win by a field goal, you would have more money back. Thomas,
also. Real quick. I know we were talking about Mahomes passing yards.
Yes.
What are you seeing it at? Because on FanDuel, I have it at 262. What are you seeing it at real quick?
I get the best odds here. 262 pass. God, there's so many. I have it 259.5. I
would go lower or I would go under on both of those. So I just had to double check this because I knew his total was low. He is averaging 239 for the postseason. And like I said, with
262, 261 at Caesars,
Ravens, Texans,
259.
Dolphins.
259 is
Bills,
Bet
Ravens,
Rivers.
Bills, Dolphins. Ravens, Bills, Dolphins.
Oh, you're correct. Ravens,
But tomato. The Bills can't guard a fly either. So
Bet Rivers
Yeah.
is the best odds, 259. So, but you're saying even under on that.
I would say under on that because Chiefs' offensive line's been kind of shaky during these playoffs. And on top of that, like I said, his receivers can't catch. And here's the other thing, too. With the exception of Kelsey, they're not good route runners. The receivers are awful. So something's got to give. I bet Mahomes under on the passing yards all day.
Okay.
once again, to be honest with you, man, you said 36.5?
Attempts.
Oh, for the attempts,
The
yeah.
attempts are still interesting too, though, at 36.5. I mean, it really just depends on what the script is. If this is a close game, both quarterbacks are gunslinging it, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts with that. But if it gets out of hand in any sort of way, or the game script turns around, then that's when it gets shaky. So I don't know. It's rough. I'd stay away. I would just stay away from Patrick Mahomes. I really would. I would take the rush yards.
I'm with you. I'm really all over the run game in this one, to be honest. I really am.
But for me, I mean, my answer, I'm on the Chiefs. I've said this the whole entire postseason. I'm done betting against them. I'm done saying Patrick Mahomes isn't going to win. And to be honest, you add Taylor Swift to that, and the NFL loving the ratings that they get with Taylor Swift. I'm on the Chiefs, man. I think that it's a close game. I think that the Niners are the better team, but I think that the NFL and the referees love Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes will get another Super Bowl. I will take them at the plus odds, too. I think the Chiefs, I say this all the time, the Chiefs should never be plus odds against absolutely anybody. So whenever the Chiefs are plus odds, I usually take that. The spread, it's 1.5. Just take the money line.
You already saw that the favoritism is starting. Why did the Chiefs get the Raiders facility and the Niners get to use the UNLV field?
Yeah.
What is that, dude?
It starts already.
Terrible.
It starts already, man.
Yeah, it's just... the
it's
favoritism
like,
is...
I'm betting on Kansas City, but I'm also betting on Kansas City and the refs. So it makes me feel better.
Jeez, man.
All right.
Jeez.
So I get to be the deciding factor in the end here because we have a 49ers picker and a Chiefs picker. So this is one of those prop betting sheets you could play with your friends, or all these places like Fantasy Alarm ever have all these games you could play to try to win money and win prizes. So we're going to go ahead and do ours here. And I'll tell you who I picked at the end. Now, by the way, it is like 80% of the human race is putting their money on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's crazy. However, because of all that, a lot of the sharp bettors start to put money on the 49ers this weekend. So it's kind of starting to balance out a little bit.
I also want to see who the referees are, too. There's a lot of referees. The one who reffed him in the Baltimore game was now 8-1 reffing Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
I can find that out real quick.
It is Vin. It is it's the same dude who did their last game they played in the Super Bowl. Same guy.
Yeah, Vinovich.
Yeah, Vinovich. He's a very fair type of referee. He was the referee the last time these two teams played in the Swifty Bowl, aka Super Bowl back in the day. So it's the same ref, and he's a very fair guy. About 9 penalties a game, 80, 70, 80 yards. So
just imagine how much the NFL would love to see Taylor Swift on the field.
All right. You could convince me all you want, but I already have my answer.
I'm just saying.
Of course they would. But they got the Taylor Swift on the field in the kiss last week as well.
That's not.
Do you want to see it again?
That's not the same. We're going to Disneyland with Taylor Swift next to him. That's a big difference.
Okay. Let's move on.
So I will say this real quick.
All right.
So the referee is Bill Vinovich.
Yes.
He is normally a good ref. Normally. Because this dude was the ref in the 2018 NFC title game, which, if you remember, Saints Rams,
that pen,
no call,
no way,
the no call pass interference. I'm just saying, if my guy turning a blind eye to that, who knows, dude? Who knows?
That was the worst thing. That was like the worst call I've ever seen in my life.
That's one of the worst I've ever seen. One of the worst non-calls actually I've ever seen.
And the reason why we don't have red penalty flags on those anymore either. Length of national anthem, we're all on the over, right?
Yes, for sure.
Coin toss.
Tails.
You guys said tails. I said heads, but we got to go tails. Majority rules. The first offensive play will be.
It's a run no matter what. Honestly, I don't care who gets it. It's going to be
both sides. I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Which team will score first, the Chiefs or the 49ers?
I'm going to say Kansas City scores first.
I like that.
Okay. Then I can't be overruled, so I'm going to go there. The first turnover of the game will be
interception. Actually, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, because the missed field goal is throwing me off because Jake Moody's kind of shaky.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could see a lot of fourth down, go for it on fourth down. I don't know.
Early. The Chiefs went for it on fourth down in the first half last week or 2 weeks ago.
I'm going to say interception.
Yeah, I think that's the safe bet. I do. Yeah.
Guys,
this field goal is very tempting.
Very tempting.
Field goal. I don't think missed field goal will be in a lot of these type of games, so I'm going to go with interception. Which team will commit the first accepted penalty of the game?
Give me the Niners.
Yeah, the Niners.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
We all know it's rigged, NFL. Just come on.
Which team will get to 10 points first?
Ooh.
I'm going to say San Francisco.
I like that. I'll go San Fran too.
Okay.
Neither ends up happening, I'm going to be so mad.
One of those games? Oh, no.
Final score was just like 7-6. I would be infuriated.
Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the first half? I'm going to say yes, because the majority of the points are actually scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Here we go. Which song will be preferred? Oh, obviously it's OMG, but you can't click it. That's terrible. I'm gonna go with You Make Me Wanna.
I think You Make Me Wanna. Oh, okay. I see.
No, those are two different songs.
Well,
Come on, OMG. Covers. Those are two different songs. It's OMG. We're all agree it's an OMG. I'm just gonna put.
We will make the necessary edits.
Yes, it says this means OMG. Will anyone accompany Usher? We say yes. We think Alicia Keys. We think Lil Jon, and maybe even Pitbull.
Actually, in all curiosity, who was the last artist to have no one come on?
Rihanna. Did Rihanna bring anybody out?
She just brought on a bunch of sperm dancers.
Yes, yeah.
I could have sworn that she brought out A$AP Rocky. Maybe I was wrong.
Does her baby count? So apparently she was pregnant. So.
That is. You know what? I'm just going to be quiet on that because we're not trying to cause a political issue. So let's move on.
And then also The Weeknd did not invite anybody either, probably because they couldn't find him in that maze.
Probably, but that was also the COVID year too. So that was a little tricky. That's a good point though. Forget about him. Stupid maze.
But then Dr. Dre brought everybody. So
yeah, I think before The Weeknd, the last one I can remember, and I hate her to this day. I hate her to this day for how long that performance took, but yeah, I think she's the last. Yeah, I don't think
she didn't bring anybody. Did Katy Perry bring anybody? Besides the Sharks.
Katy Perry brought out. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, she did. Yeah, she did bring out some.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Usher will bring out some. I think that's a guarantee. Also, we're
not bringing out Juicy J. Of Katy Perry.
We're already seeing Alicia Keys go way up, and I'm reading that she's in Vegas. Why else would Alicia Keys be in Vegas?
Yeah.
But I also like Lil Jon, so we're going there. How many songs will we played? We're all in the over. Total numbers of players to attempt to pass. Interesting right here because you got the Deebo Samuel effect to this.
I'm going to say over. You're going to get a trick play. I'm going to say over.
I think I like it. I'm
going to go under, but majority rules we go over.
I'm going over. I think a trick play. With
I don't know who can throw the ball.
Deebo, I've seen.
McCaffrey. McCaffrey can't throw the ball.
They do a lot of end arounds to Deebo, and he could throw the ball out if he needs to. Now this is just attempt to pass. He doesn't have to make a reception. He just has to attempt to pass. So
I'm just trying to find like Julian Edelman, like who's got the arm, who is a high school quarterback.
Deebo Samuel. I'm telling you, he would be the guy. Or Juice Jack. Why not? Who will have more passing yards? I think we both agree on Mahomes, right?
I'm going Brock Purdy.
Heavy T?
Me personally, but
oh God, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go Brock. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Brock.
I'm going Deebo.
Yeah, let's see. Brock Purdy gets hurt. Let's go Sam Darnold, baby.
Also, would that count too? Like if someone got hurt and
actually, if a backup came in and threw a pass,
sure,
yeah. Okay.
Who will have more rushing yards, McCaffrey or
McCaffrey? That's McCaffrey.
But I don't think he's going to get to 96, but I do like that. Who will have the most receiving yards? I know my pick, but
I'm going to be honest. I actually really like the Brandon Ayuk pick. I'm only worried about Kelsey. Like I'm not concerned about Not concerned about Rashee Rice at all.
Defense, if they double him, I'm
going to say
Rice is good for
IU.
7 for 70. I like IU too, so I'm gonna overrule whatever.
If it was total yards, I'd say Debo. But
just receiving.
Typically, yeah.
I'm going Ayuk as well. What color? Did we all agree on something, or no? Are we gonna go 3 ways?
I have orange. I don't know.
I think you both agreed on orange. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
I like that. I like that plus 300 or whatever plus money value on that. And superstitions, man. We had orange last time we played this. Like, just seems fair. Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter? I say yes. This always.
Yep, I say yes too.
For some reason, that's when teams get it together. Who will win the game?
I have Niners.
You guys have majority rule, I think, right?
I haven't said yet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mystery.
I think the Chiefs will be the favorites to win this game. They should be the favorites in the game. I don't like playing the same team again. I want to be a little contrarian here. I think a lot of people are overlooking, and I think Vegas knows what they're doing. So on the betting side of this, I'm going to put half of units and half of stuff all over the side of the 49ers in this game. Because I think they're trying to outsmart everybody, and I think they're right. I'm going 49ers as well. I think the 49ers pulled this off the fourth quarter on a comeback.
And then there's a holding call that brings them back 20 yards.
I think the 49ers win by 3. I think Moody kicks a field goal to win the game at the end. And everyone's nervous because it's Moody and he's a third-round pick. I think I'm with Heavy T. I'm going 49ers in this one. And I may have to do some embarrassing things on the Drew Show when I pick the 49ers on Friday. But I'm going to go with the 49ers, and I'm sticking to it. I've been against the Chiefs, and eventually, like betting on black on roulette every time, eventually red has to come, right? 49ers. Although, for note, Thomas did say the Chiefs. The combined total points, the over-under, 47.5 in this one. I like the under as well. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. Defensively, it's going to be poor. This could be one of those 17-14 games.
I'm going to be honest. I hope this doesn't happen because I always want a good game. But I would not be surprised if this ends up like Kansas City, Tampa Bay.
Totally. Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. What was the final score? I think it was like 30-9 or something like that. Like,
yeah. And that would still be under. But yeah.
Yeah.
I like the under for this 100%. That's actually, if I had to pick a spread bet that wasn't a prop, that's my favorite one is the under of this. The MVP winner will be Thomas
McCaffrey. So any other player.
Mine's all the way to the left, but majority.
Mahomes. Well, I say 49ers win. So, and I really like Ayuk in this. I love all the Ayuk props, by the way, over on all of them. You can even get a good Juwan Johnson over 17-yard reception. By the way, he's good for one every game. And every time there's a Super Bowl, there's someone named Justin Watson or Juwan Jennings or somebody who makes a crazy catch that always has something to do with everything. So I'm going to take the over on that as well. I'm with Heavy T, though. I always go against quarterback. I never win. But if the 49ers do win, it's going to have to be because of a big game from McCaffrey. And I think Purdy game manages a little bit. And I think it's going to be any other taken by the value there where I can. Although Mahomes is obviously the favorite. So there you go. Here we have it. We just filled it out for everyone out there. Go play your games. You may listen to us. You may not. You may think we're crazy, but at least there's 3 of us and only one of you. So there you go. All right, gentlemen. Well, that concludes the God, I got to say this again. The Super Duper Big Game Betting Show Extravaganza here on Monday Night Rants. Thomas, did the Clippers win?
I have no clue. James Harden did hit his PRA prop, though, so tell him thanks for me.
I haven't. Shout out to the beard. And right now, my bet on taking Kansas to beat Kansas State's looking pretty good. 39-30 in the second quarter as well. You get all these, by the way, at MondayNightRants.com. Heavy T, what do we got the Clippers?
The Clippers did win in a great game, apparently. 144-149.
Damn, dude.
They won 144-1.
Did they go to overtime?
Only in Atlanta. Only in Atlanta.
It did not go to overtime. In the fourth quarter, the Clippers outscored the Hawks 47-43.
Holy
so
shit.
high scoring fourth quarter.
What was the spread? I got to look it up. What was the final score? -4.
149-144. James Harden finished with 38 and 10.
Yes, sir.
And Atlanta Hawks will drop to an NBA worst 15-36 against the spread this season, baby. Keep it rolling, Hawks, especially at home where you're now even worse. 7-19 at home. Bet against the Hawks, baby. Bet against the Hawks against the spread. Both my picks on MondayNightRants.com, by the way. It looked like they're doing well. Gentlemen, Heavy T, are we doing the inept team blog? Are you going to do the ranking? Are we going to rank inept teams?
We will. I'll tell you what. We will let the Super Bowl play, and we will start that next week.
Okay. Fair enough. We're going to do inept teams, and each week we'll count them down. We'll count them down from like 10. So we'll do a little blog write-up, and I'll put it everywhere I can, and then we'll discuss them each week until we rank the most inept team of all time of any sports. Could this be soccer?
Of any sport? I'll include the 4 major American because I don't know enough about EPL or MLS or NASCAR racing teams. Like I don't know enough about any of that.
Okay.
I might do I might do a top 10 list. I thought about taking like a team a week and just kind of doing like a deep dive. Yeah, but I got honestly I got some names on there, and I'm looking at one right now.
I can't wait to see what you write about him. Like,
sorry if you live in this area, but Sacramento Kings might be on that list. Just saying. Might be possible tease. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll get some picks from Thomas on there as well. Thomas, why don't you make some basketball picks for us? Some NBA picks.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll also do our brackets. We'll do our brackets on there. We'll do a bracket contest and more on that at MondayNightRants.com. I'm done with my NFL draft first round. I got a few things I got to finish up. My first round of the mock draft for the NFL draft up there as well. So all of that posted.
Hold on. You are done with your NFL first round. Who do you have the Falcons taking exactly?
You got to go to MondayNightRants.com.
What a tease. What a tease.
I'll tell you. Let me. I don't have it open. I got to look it up, but I will. Who do I have? Not Kool-Aid McKinstry. Whatever.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Let me pull it up. Whatever. We can go as long as you want. There you go. Here's my mock draft. I'm still writing it up. The Atlanta Falcons. I have taking Dallas Turner from Alabama, edge player.
The hell, I'm done. All right, I'm out.
What's wrong with that?
I need a quarterback, man. So please, I'm out. Peace. Goodbye, everybody.
Because I am 100% sure they're getting Kirk Cousins in fantasy. Like I am really feel that's the best place for Kirk Cousins is literally going to Atlanta.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
It's the perfect fit. His wife's family is from there, still lives there. They were married there. That's why.
Interesting.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
More on that. Epiter, Thomas, tell everyone where to find you. And we are bringing back Rants on the Street plus NBA Trade Talk next week. So tell everyone where to find you for that.
Yeah, for sure. At Better Thomas on every social media platform. Just send your questions over. Any sport, we'll talk about it. I'd love to get more UFC questions.
Not pickleball, though. I'm done with that. I'm not talking about pickleball.
But yeah, if anyone has UFC questions, send it over because I do love to talk UFC. I feel like we
with 3-on-3 on MondayNightRants.com on my picks on Saturday, by the way.
Damn right. Good job. Good job.
And those are only 3 that won in my draft.
I had a horrible day. Horrible day, man.
Epiter Thomas, also MondayNightRants.com. We'll get stuff up there as well for you to go on and ask questions and win prizes is what we're doing. Would be a lot of fun. Heavy T, where can everyone find the Lotso of fantasy sports?
You can find me at Heavy T on air on all social media platforms. My OnlyFans will be up and running shortly. But yeah, that's that is a joke, everybody. If you really want something, just slide into my DMs. You can have it for free.
Hey,
there we go.
Heavy T on air. Well, that was it. That was the super duper big games sports betting extravaganza. Thanks to everybody for watching and everyone who's watching on demand throughout the week. Shout out to everybody who 1,600 views on our show last week, our Swifty Bowl show on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on there as well. We're trying to get more Instagram stuff done. Thomas, you're gonna help me with that, man. You're the youngin.
I got you.
I'll get you on the gram, and we'll do some things. And then Heavy Team will do his inept team series as well. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. this year. From myself, Better Thomas and Heavy T, everybody at the Better Sports Network for now. And everybody, all my fellow ranters around the world, enjoy the Swifty Bowl, everybody. Go Niners! Go Niners! Let's go! Shout out to Tosh McGowan. We'll see you next week.
All right, later, man.